Hello, Esther. Like you said, 700 young African leaders, part of the Mandela Fellowship program, are converging here at the Sub-Saharan Hotel in Washington, D.C., like they usually do at the end of their 6-week of being part of whatever study programs in different or various educational institutions. And so today they are converging here, meeting with U.S. leaders in private sector, public sector, and just networking amongst themselves.
Ed Jackson, what did they do before converging here in Washington, D.C.?
Yeah, so they spent 6 weeks in different institutions, universities, studying, basically getting to meet and learn from experts in their different fields. Many of them are leaders in whether it's in technology, entrepreneurship. Many of them are leaders in policy making, and they come in and meet with professors and teachers and just learn from them. Just like it's a 6 week of intense immersion in whatever field of study that they're engaged in, and after that, that's when they come to Washington D.C. and then they have this type of program.
Jackson, years fly by quickly. We've covered the rallies for quite some time now. It's the 10th anniversary of the summit. How are the attendees observing this important milestone?
Yeah, Esther, it's quite hard to believe that it's been 10 years. I remember reporting on this, when it first started 10 years ago. And here we are, it's already a decade. Over thousands of young African leaders have gone through this program. This year, they have, I think the program has selected 4 countries, 4 young leaders from 4 countries, and they're giving them grants to really build upon the programs that they have in their own countries. Leaders from Togo, they selected from Nigeria, from Benin, I believe, and others. Those whose projects been basically considered to have a bigger impact on their communities. And so, again, today here, they met with U.S. leaders, including Linda Thomas-Greenfield, the U.S.'s UN ambassador, and this is what she said to them.
And I will say to you, you all stand on the shoulders of giants. But more than that, you are yourselves giants. You're helping to preserve the coastlines of Mozambique and care for and I was there and saw what you were doing, and you care for disabled communities in Nigeria. You're counseling young people with HIV in Namibia and protecting human rights in Ethiopia, forging sustainable peace in Sierra Leone, and fighting food waste in Togo. You are the future. And let me be clear, when I say you are the future, you're not just the future for Africa. You are the future for the world. Most experts agree that if the current trajectory holds, Africa's population will double by 2050 to 2.5 billion people, potentially a quarter of the world's population. And so the choices you make, the causes you take on, and the impact you create, really, it will change the world. So let me say to you, we are counting on you. Because I have to be honest, the world you're inheriting from us, the world we've left you with, is messy. It's filled with conflicts and contradictions and challenges. Challenges have an outsized impact on the people of Africa, from climate change to food insecurity to protracted conflict. But know that the United States is committed to being a partner for progress. We're committed to being a partner for progress as you address these challenges in your communities, in your countries, and on the continent writ large.
That was Linda Thomas Greenfield, the U.S. ambassador to the UN, basically emphasizing that these are the young leaders, currently the leaders of the continent. As we've seen around the continent, Gen Zs are part of these social political movements that are really changing or transforming the continent in every sector. So here at the Yali Summit this year, they're meeting just to, network and learn from each other. Back to you in the studio, Esther.